So let me start with the next topic called as data types, where each variable in C has an associated data type. When you are declaring a variable, you should declare it with the data type. So what are the primary data types you have is integer, float, character, and double. So each data type requires different amounts of memory and which have some specific operation which can be performed over it. So data type is nothing but its collection of value or data comprise of value which is having fixed values, meaning as well as its characteristics. So these are all the classification of data type. One is primary, derived, and user defined. Under primary we will have integer, character, floating point, double, floating point, void, and under derived you have function, array, pointer, reference, etc. And user defined we have class, structure, union, enum, and type def. So these are all the ranges given for each data type. If it is a character, the size will be 1 byte, and if it is unsigned char, the size will be 1, and if it is a short int, it is 2, unsigned short it is 2, integer it is 2, unsigned int is 2, long int will be 4, and for float it is 4, and for double it is 8, and for long double it is 10. And what are all the format specifier it has? If it is character, it is %c, and if it is integer, you have to mention as %d, and if it is long int, you have to mention as ld, and for float you have use f, for double it is lf, and for long double it is the same, which is lf. And the next is we are going to see about the variables. Variables are nothing but we can call them as containers just for storing data value for a time, short span of time. We are using this variable, whether it is a character or number, we can store it. So if it is an integer variable, I can store only integer value. If it is a float, I can use point, decimal value. If it is a character, I can store characters. And if it is the next is how we can declare the variable. The thing is, type variable name is equal to value. Here type is nothing but integer, variable name is my number, and the value is called as 15. So the next is this type we can use the declaration and how to assign. Once you have declared as int my num, in the next step you can assign my number is equal to 15, or in the same sentence or in the same line itself you can define the variable. The next is format specifier. Format specifier, which we have seen in that table. If it is an integer, you have to specify the format specifier %d, where it can print the value in the console monitor. So if you see in the program, for integer it is given as 15, and for float it is given as 5.99, and for character it is single character, that is d. So if I use the %d for integer, %f for float number, and %c for character, it will print the values accordingly. The next is how to change variable values. If I already declared integer my number is equal to 15, the question may arise like, can't we change the value of my number as 15 to some other value? Yes, obviously you can rename rechange the values. The next step, if I give as my number is equal to 10, 10 will be replaced instead of 15 in the my number. So if you print the value, the current value of my number is 10 and the previous value of my number is 15. How to add variables together? This we have already seen how to add a number, declaring int x equal to 5, y is equal to 6, and I am just using a third variable called as sum, which is of type integer, and I can add x plus y, etc. How we can declare multiple variables? So in a single sentence or in a single statement, I can give as int x equal to 5 with the help of the comma, Again, your y is equal to 6 and z is equal to 50, and directly I can print percentage d comma the whole expression as x plus y plus z. The next, you can also assign the same value to multiple variables. So defaultly x equal to y equal to z equal to 50, which is also applicable in the C programming. So let it be, we have seen data types and variables in this video. So we will be discussing some more interesting topics in the forthcoming videos. Thank you.